everyone. Welcome to another Just Ask Answered episode. This question, I could not fit the whole question on the title. That's why the title is what it is. But the actual whole question is, and it's a really good question too, when you ask Spirit for a sign and they give you a clear and specific answer, how do you then stay in the knowing that it's coming when you see absolutely no evidence of its unfolding? So it's kind of a catch-22 when you think about it, because the best way for me to answer that is to say that's where your trusting and your belief comes in. If you've been gifted with an answer in moving in a certain direction and you're not seeing what you've asked for unfolding, it's all in a matter of time. It's, Abraham Hicks refers to this part of the journey as no different than planting a seed in a garden. Now, when a farmer plants a seed in his fields, say, his wheat field or whatever you want to call it, he knows that he's done what he can do. All he can do is plant that seed and, maybe make sure it's irrigated, but everything that is about to be is within that seed. You're no different. Everything that is about to be is within you. I know that's hard to understand. I remember being at a place on my journey where I kind of had the same question. I didn't understand that, here I am practically begging for assistance, for direction, and I get signs along the way, but what I've asked for doesn't show up, or it takes a long time to show up. I asked for a brand new vehicle. I saw one on the street and thought, ooh, that's what I want. So I found a picture of it on my phone. I went into Google and looked for a picture of the vehicle that I saw that I fell in love with and wanted. And I put the picture on my phone in my photo gallery. And I forgot about it, honestly, except that every time I went for a walk and I would see it, I would think, ooh, there's that vehicle that I want. But other than that, it wasn't that I was going through my day-to-day activities thinking, oh, I want that vehicle. I really want that vehicle. I wasn't desperate for the vehicle. I didn't have a need for the vehicle. I wanted a new vehicle. I knew one day I would have one. I didn't know when, I didn't know how. I just knew that, one day I would have one. It was 4 months later that exact vehicle was literally dropped in my lap, but it took 4 months. Now, it felt like the snap of a finger to me, time-wise, but had I been desperate for a vehicle, that would have felt like forever. But it's what they call the gestation period, just like the farmer with the seed, just like a woman when she gets pregnant. When you find out you're pregnant, you've got 6 or 7 months before you have a baby. But you're not going crazy saying, where's that baby? When is that baby coming out? I know I'm having a baby. Why isn't it here? Right? Now that's not really the same thing, but it is kind of the same thing. There's a gestation period. You just have to believe and know that your question, your want, your need is being answered. And especially if you get signs along the way, that is very clear evidence from your inner being, from source, from spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, that it's being worked on behind the scenes. The worst thing you can do when you ask for something is to keep focusing on it in a way that you need it. You're kind of desperate for it. You have to have it. If you can want something, truly want something, and know that you're going to be perfectly fine if it never comes to fruition, then it will come to you. But the minute we add a need or a neediness to it, a desperation, or we start thinking about it in a way that it isn't here yet, that's all in your vibration. Energetically, what you're vibrating, what you're putting out to the universe is a lack, that it's not here. Whatever it is that you want, you have to find a way to be okay without it for now. And if you can't be, then don't think about it. Don't focus on the lack of something or that you're desperate to have it, because that's no different than a lack. Find a way to believe if you can. Just believe. The universe is bringing this to me. I've put it out there. Do you know that a thought creates a thing? Thoughts create things. When you think about something that you want, it's created. It's already here. We just can't see it. They call it a vortex. And it's an energetic or a vibrational bank that we have set up for ourselves, because every time we ask for something, every time we realize a need or a want for something, it is created already. It's all about being a match vibrationally and energetically to it, so you can be in a place of allowing it to come to you. Everything you want, everything you ask for, it's already out there. You just have to get yourself to a place of being in the allowing mode or the receiving mode of it, so it can come to you. And all that means is stay positive, because everything you want, likely, not many people ask for unhappiness or poverty. So if you're asking for money, if you're asking for happiness, you have to be what you're asking for before it can come to you, because you're a magnet. It has to be attracted to you, and the only way you can attract the things you want is to be positive. You don't have to be an exact match energetically to what you want. If you want love in your life, if you want a romantic partner in your life that you can love and that will love you, you don't have to vibrate at a place of love, because it all vibrates basically within proximity. Love, happiness, joy, they all vibrate. All the positive energies basically vibrate at the same place or the same rate. It's a speed. Very lightweight. All the negative energies or vibrations vibrate very slowly. They move very slowly, and they're very heavy, and they're down here. So if you can stay up here and believe that everything that you've asked for is definitely on its way to you, you're just in a bit of a gestation period. It will arrive. It might take a few months, it might take a few weeks, depending on, see, and there's the thing, depending on how badly you want it or need it. If you're focusing on your want or your need of it, you're still going to end up with it. It's just going to be harder and take longer. You'll notice, though, when you think about something that you want, the smaller it is and the less attached you are to having it, boom, there it is. It shows up. Those signs along the way, your guides show you those signs so that you can trust, so that you can believe that it is on its way to you. Because that's what it takes for you to attract it. Your thoughts are the electrical impulse that you put out to the universe. That's what creates what it is that you want. Your feelings or your emotions, those are the magnet. So if you think it, you will create it, and eventually it will come to you. But if you can feel it, it comes a lot faster, because that is the magnet. If you can get yourself to a match vibrationally to that which you want, meaning Stay positive as much as you can. Be happy. Find things in your world that are working out. Focus on those. Don't focus on what isn't. And if you do find yourself in a bit of a rut or a funk, a negative rut or funk, don't stay there too long. Because once you build momentum in that negative vibration, the momentum just keeps getting bigger and bigger and faster, and you're drawing more and more negativity to you. So feel the negative emotion, understand where it's coming from, deal with it, and get rid of it as quick as you can. Because like I said, the happier and more positive you can be on a regular basis, the more good things that will come to you. More things to make you happy. Feel love. It's all about love. Just look around at the things in your life that are good, that you do love. Your children, your pets, your home. Try to build a love for yourself. That is super important. Self-love is super important in your life. I know this likely is not the answer you were hoping for. I'm going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card for you, but there really is no other way to put it other than just trust and believe and have faith that the universe is hearing you, is bringing what you want to you. You just have to not have an attachment to the outcome. How it happens, when it happens, where it happens, just let it happen. Thank you, angels. Spirit is working behind the scenes. I cannot make this up. I just said this. That's what you have to understand. It's what you have to believe, that Spirit is on your side, is working, trying to bring to you that which you want. In fact, Abraham Hicks says, minute you ask for it, your soul is on it, creating it for you vibrationally. And it's there, waiting for you. It is ready. All you have to do is think it, and it's created. It's in vibrational escrow, or it's in a vibrational bank, if you want to call it that, waiting for you to be ready for it. And like I said, the more you want it, the more you're probably pushing it away, because you've got that, where is it? Why isn't it coming? I want it. It should be here. Especially when it comes to things like money. If you're broke and you have bills to pay and you need money to come in, those ones are kind of tough. And if you can't look at it from a positive stance and be patient, then try not to look at it at all. Try to focus your attention on something in your life that is working, that is making you happy, it is making you feel good, because that will bring what you require in faster than if you focus on it in a negative way. I hope this helped. Unfortunately, if we're not in a place where we're ready to hear the answer, we're not going to hear it. We're not going to fully understand it. But I can't answer it in any other way, because that is the answer. So I hope you have an easy time of understanding that. I hope I explained it in a way that does make it a little simpler for you. And Spirit definitely confirmed my answer to you. So just relax. Try to stay in a place of peace and satisfaction and calm. Meditate, meditate, meditate. That I cannot stress that. I can't stress that any more than I already do. That allows you to get to those places a lot faster. So, again, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. And I look forward to the next answer. See you next time.